GMGers and GMGettes, are you ready?
Countdown, 60 seconds to get ready for the Good Morning Gang morning show. It's time to get ready. Get your coffee, tea, trees, or whatever need be. Then put on your seatbelt. We're going on a journey. We'll discuss trending topics, music and breaking news to help get your morning right. Big Phil speaks, giving you his one-of-a-kind point of view. It's a GMG, and we're family. So as we count down to the start of the show, prepare for the unexpectedly. If you know, you know. Tell 1 to 7 of your friends to come in. Share your love for the show. We're about to begin. The GMG countdown.
Yeah, it's time to wake yourself up. It's the Good Morning Gang morning show. You feel me?
Good morning to you.
Hey, looky, what do we have here? I don't know, probably the best morning show ever hit the atmosphere. Let's be clear, there's plenty others that do it B.I.G., but keeping it a buck though, none to get you up though like GMG. With all the news and real point of views you can use, light and heavy topics we peruse, even a laugh or two. What you talking? Good morning, gang, be the instrument and take your friends and them, Ken and all, come on in, tune in. You ain't gonna want them mistake, and even the trolls and haters that hate us, we end up being their favorite. Cause from 8 to 10, we get it in, believe that. I mean, from where else could you go when you a part of the show? Definitely GMG, cause when you show love, we show love back. First thing in the morning, we get you through, so after the yawning, wash up and wipe your face, get your snacks and come on in, get comfy, but most importantly, in all caps,
Microphone check 1 2. What is this? The big Don Dada, Big Phil speaks with the roughneck business. Good morning, gang. Good morning, gang. Listen, let me know if you can hear me clearly. If you can hear me clearly, give me some thumbs up in the comments or some one hundos, please. If y'all can hear me, If y'all can hear me clearly, do me the honor of giving me some thumbs up or one hundos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yay. All right, all right. I'm bringing the audio in a little bit differently today. I wanted to see if this will uh, give a change of experience in a positive light, in a positive way. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, GMGers and GMGettes. Good morning. Gang. The next is let's try this cam work. Let's see if the cam is working. Let me see if the cam situation is working. It's still a little choppy. Oh, there I is, but it's a little choppy. I'm gonna think what do you do when things get like this? What do you do when things get like these? You just keep on pushing. And y'all know my slogan, and still I rise, and still I rise. Listen, before I get to started on that roll call, ooh, 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 allow me to reintroduce that warning. Warning, you know, the warning. We need that in our lives, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Sometimes we need a reminder, a warning that everything I'm saying on this Sunday.
Warning, warning, warning. Federal law, Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107 allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted material under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. Fair use allows for the quoting of copyrighted material in the creation of a new work for purposes included but not limited to criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Fair use preserves the free flow of culture, baby. That part.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo. Yeah, baby. Listen to me. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building this morning? Hey, crack baby, trick baby, crack baby is in the building. Salute. Good morning, sexy sugar mama. She's in the building. Good morning to ye. Peep scheme, wagwan, brethren, huh? He's in the building. Who else we got in here? Young Dreads, that's what she said. Good morning to ye, GMG. Time to go, time to go. I see you in the building. Good morning to ye. Zola, what's goody like the mob? Good to see you in here. She said, good morning, beautiful people. You feeling groovy, huh? Did you get your back knocked out? Pause. No, did he? Happy early birthday to ye, Miss Zola. Happy early birthday. You feel me? Who else is in the building before I move forward? Huh? Connie Baptiste. She's in the building. Good morning to ye. Good morning. Who else? Charlie Hustle. Getting to it on a hump day. Pause. No diddy. Good morning to ye. Villa Dupree. Good morning to ye. She's in the building. Who else? Phantom Beats. Good morning. Good to see you on this Wednesday morning, huh? Yes, indeed. From over on the good IG, lovely lady, Cotton Candy. Kathy, what you doing over there? Come on over to the YouTube. Bob White Clark. Country Black, Andrea Lucas. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube if you would to be a part of this situation in the chatterization. That is the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. Huh? You said, I feel like Stevie Wonder when he sung Visions. Oh, I know that's right, Peep Scheme. Huh? Yeah. You very welcome, Zola. You very welcome. Listen, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, GMG. Would you be? GMG, would you be? Would you be? GMG. Listen, I'm in a good mood this morning. I think I went to sleep on a good note. It's always good when you go to sleep on a good note so you can wake up. I ain't even feel like getting up this morning though. I ain't even gonna hold you. My first alarm went off and I was like, don't wake me. I'm dreaming. In the words of Christopher Williams, I was like, don't wake me. You feel me? I was like, I want to roll back over and go to sleep, but I know duty calls, destiny calls, my purpose calls, and above all else, my good GMG people's call. You know what I'm talking about? Said to get up out that bed and make it do what it do. Make it does what it does. You feel me? Yeah, in a good mood. Why not? Why not, peep scheme? You can't always be in a bad one. Sometimes you got to be in a good one. You feel me? Got to be in a good mood in spite of anything and all things that might be happening, or whatever the case may be, in spite of all the things, is best to show forth, you know what I'm saying, a smile, as I always leave in the show off with, and all the things, because that smile might do something for somebody who's past you cross, whether virtually or physically, and or for yourself, huh? You walk around with a frown on your face or you mean mugging and all that. That can help dictate your day, and we don't want that for you, me, nobody. You feel me? Like, what you mean mugging for at all times? Was you constipated? You got to go take a number two. You know what I'm saying? Go handle that and then come back out here smiling, huh? Don't nobody want to see you like that, Slim. You feel me? But anywho, I'm going to press on. I'm going to march on. You hear me? Why am I not seeing some of these comments in my comments? Woke up like a billionaire. Okay, peep scheme. Peep scheme, you was out here sniping and got you some, huh? You was out here sniping and got you some, huh, peep scheme? Ah, I can dig it. I can dig it. But anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start the show off like this, right? First of all, do me the honor and the favor. I know where some of y'all are from. Doughboy, come on over here to YouTube. I know where a lot of y'all are from, but do me a favor. Put the city and state that y'all tapping in from, huh? Do me that honor. Where y'all tapping in from this morning, huh? What city and what state? What area, huh? Or you could put what hood. It don't matter. You know, it's all love here. Where y'all tapping in from? And those that are watching and tuning in from other places and spaces, whether it's Facebook, Twitch, Kick, uh, X, formerly known as the Twitters, or IG, y'all make sure y'all tune in. And I mean, come on over here to the good YouTube. One, to like this situation, boop, up. One, to subscribe to the situation, boop, up. More importantly, to hit that notification bell after you subscribe, something like this. So you be in the know when the Good Morning Gang morning show drops. What? When Feel the Love Friday drops. What? When the Tapping with Big Phil Speaks drops. What? Or anything else that I hear. You feel me? It's a delay in the sound for me. I don't know what the hell happened, but it's all good. It's all good. What? That good Brooklyn's in the house without a doubt. NY, yes indeed. Todd Nicole from that good Dallas, Texas is in the building. Sexy Sugar Mama is dually checking in from Bronx, NY, and Cliffside Park, New Jersey. Yeah, Young Dre's from that Brooklyn Zoo. What's up with it? Connie Baptiste from that Kansas City way. You feel me? Peep Scheme checking in from New Jerusalem, aka Jersey. You know what I'm talking about? Charlie Hustle from that good Clevetown, Cleveland, from the land. You feel me? In Ohio, that is. Crack Baby Trick Baby tapping in from Palm Beach, Florida. JRPR, I see you tapping in on the good IG. Come on over here to the good YouTube. Why don't you? I know that's right. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all. Y'all know who I'm tapping in. I'm Kansas City, a very nice place. Look at Pete Skeen. Watch Pete Skeen, y'all. Watch him, y'all. He in sniper mode. He lining up his scope. Talking about, yeah, Kansas City's a very nice place. Look. He rubbing his chin and everything. I see you, Pete Skeen. Kansas City, a very nice place. I ain't been there yet, but I heard. I heard. I see you. I see you. Zola, you peeped that, right? He on his he on his miggity mac daddy. Listen, I ain't mad at you. Little beautiful women. How you know, Peep Skate? You know you ain't been in Kansas City, huh? You ain't been nowhere near Kansas City. Music for God, too. Good morning, darling. Hey, she tapping in from BK as well. Brooklyn's in the house without a doubt, huh? Listen, let me find out. Charlie Hustle, he ain't slick. He ain't slicker than an oil spill. You feel me? He ain't slicker than an oil spill. We see what it is. Let me find out you got a certain individual within your radar and in your scope, huh? You've been watching and listening, Peep Skin, to Feel the Love Fridays and taking certain things into perspective. I see what's going on. It said, Phil, I've been rolling around like tires everywhere. I know that's right, Peep Scheme. I'm just messing with you, bro. But I know you've been watching and listening and paying attention to what some individuals be saying in the chatterization and or when they cam up. I see it. Listen, you know me, I observe everything. You hear me? Look at Connie. She like, yes, Kansas City do have some beautiful women. Ooh, listen, how many scopes you got, Villanova? Listen, hey, Phantom Beats, I'm laser focused. You know what I'm saying? I'm laser focused. I'm locked in on what I'm locked in on. You hear me? I'm laser focused. I got my blinders on. I can't see nothing. I just see straight through that tunnel to what? Yeah, listen, I don't want no problems. I be focused. I be focused on my purpose, on my duty, and on my calling. You hear me? Villa Dupree, we see that. We see that. Precious Nia checking in from over on the good X side of things. Come on over into the good YouTube. Why don't you, Precious Nia? Good morning, good morning. Laser focus on each scope. I only got but one scope, Phantom Beats. I ain't got multiple scopes. I got one scope. My scope goes many miles too. My scope is deadly. My scope is dangerous. You know what I'm talking about? My scope, the US, they still trying to steal the patent from me. My scope is so focused. You hear me? Look, Peep Scheme says I just have big eyes is all. I bet. He said, listen to me. He said, my eyes just cover a broad spectrum of things all at one time. Look, Peep Scheme, I peep that. No wonder Peep Scheme. I get it. Yeah. I get it. Listen, have at it. You know, one of my favorite slogans, have at it. If that's what floats your boat, then you know who am I to get in the way? We looking at the front or the backside. Pause. No Diddy. What pause? What front or the backside are you looking at, Villa Dupree? I just wear meta's room for everyone. Listen, will you virtually have at it with your metas? Yeah, I'm talking about in a real world way, Phantom Beats. Naya, I'm sorry, precious Naya. Sorry. Come on over here to the good YouTube. She like, boy, don't be messing up. Don't be discombobulating my name. Say it with some respect. Rich Hart, what's goody like the mob? I'm just winding up Rich Hart. I ain't even start on no topic just yet. I ain't start on Nathan. I just had people do a check-in on where they checking in from. Where you checking in from, Rich Hart? Precious Naya, where you checking in from, huh? Excuse me. Yeah, I haven't quite gotten started yet. I'm just drinking my water, minding my business. You know what I'm talking about? Precious Naya said, I'm in Boston, huh? Boston, huh? home of the legendary New Edition. You'll have to count me out. You have to count me out. Yeah. My baby wants to be with me. Yeah. Y'all don't know about that. It's before y'all time, huh? That's before y'all time, huh? She said, well, Springfield, Massachusetts. Okay, okay. Rich Hart said, ATL, shouty, huh? Yeah, I can dig that. Plus life. I see you over there on the good IG. Come on over here to the good YouTube. Why don't you, huh? I'm just warming up. I'm just warming up, ladies and gentlemen. Letting the algorithm do what it do. Bring a couple extra more people to the room, huh? Listen. But I will start them off like this, though. I will start them off like this. Ladies and gentlemen who are especially along the East Coast, up and down, or whatever the case may be, the alleged forest fires or whatever kind of fires they are that allegedly started from Canada or whatever the case may be, making their way down the West Coast. Fortunately, it's rainy in some areas, so that knocks some of this the power of it out or whatever. But the smoke seems to be carrying more things than not. Of course, good energy this morning. That's the only way to be. Only way to be, Precious Naya. The only way to be. You feel me? But yes, that smoke that you might be ingesting because you outside, it might be a good opportunity for you to stay your ass inside. I'm gonna say that again: stay your ass inside, because they're saying that this smoke overcast that's coming down the East Coast that's affecting everybody from up Maine, not your Maine, New York, Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, D.C., Virginia, and other surrounding areas. Be careful. They say it's carrying a little something extra, something that they can't fathom why it's doing such or whatever the case may be. Y'all check this out. Y'all let me know.
The American Lung Association warning of the long-lasting impacts from this, saying these particles can penetrate deep into the lungs and even enter the bloodstream.
Sunlight makes the air smell like chemicals, you know.
Crazy.
I lived in California my whole fucking life. Never once has a wildfire smell like goddamn chemicals.
That's crazy.
But let's see what else he's got to say.
Coal pollution triggers asthma attacks, heart attacks, and strokes, and can kill.
Wow.
Bruh.
So not only does this wildfire smell like chemicals, but it can cause you to have a stroke and
kill you. Crazy.
That's a first. Someone that spent their career in climate. Let me explain why this is absolute lunacy.
Yeah, this is wild.
So an AQI of 747 is 247 beyond where the chart ends. Beyond where the EPA even registers the AQI would ever. What? Now, they say that 300 to 500 is hazardous. So where do we stand at 747? Let me tell you where we stand. It's the equivalent of smoking about 100 cigarettes a day. Because what exists in that air is something called P.O.V. It's a particulate matter so fine that it circumvents your body's natural defense mechanisms to bad air quality. It goes past the hairs in the nose, the mucus, all the way down into your lungs, deep into your lungs to your alveoli. And the thing about your alveoli is that they are the barrier that exists between the air, your lungs, and your blood. And so when you breathe in air this bad, the tiny particulate matter goes straight into your blood. And anyone in New York or Chicago that's been outside for a period of time, today or yesterday, they may have a bad headache. And that is because when that PM2.5, those tiny little particulates get into your blood, they cause rapid inflammation. They can cause very fast onsets of things like cardiac events or strokes, but a lot of people will be feeling that as a headache today. And the impacts of that are not just short-term, they can be long-term and be pervasive for a long period of time.
Listen, if I was you, I'd just be careful out here. Get your mask. If you got to be outside, make sure you got some good ventilation in your car. There's some good air filtration where you at, because whatever's going on, somebody ain't playing fair. That's all I'm gonna say about that, and I'm gonna keep pushing. Rich Hart said, "Do you believe words or spells or something like that?" No, I believe words have power. I'm not talking about on some magic type of thing, but words have power. And what you say, you will have in some form or capacity because your mind starts believing it and your mind links up with your soul and your heart and things of that nature. And it's power in the hearing and in the listening and in receiving information. So it's better to exude positivity, optimism than it is negativity and pessimism in and over your life and in and over other people's lives or whatever the case may be. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Do me the honor and the favor, ladies and gentlemen. Share this situation, the Good Morning Gang morning show that is with 1 to 7 of your friends, huh? You know me, I don't want you to spam your friend list or whatever the case may be, but repost, share, let them know the Good Morning Gang morning show is where it's at. I know some of y'all are hiding from your peoples over here, saying all kinds of audacious, salacious things over here, and y'all don't want your peoples to know. I get it. I get it. But the Good Morning Gang morning show needs to be heard and seen and listened to by the masses. You feel me? Cotton Candy. Good morning to ye. Good morning. Huh? Good morning. Listen, we're going to keep it moving and keep it grooving a little something. But I had to put that out there before I went any further because I said, man, it was a lot of people complaining in the last couple of days about the smog from the smoke that has arisen coming from the north or whatever the case may be. And just like the Game of Thrones, something wicked comes from the north. But anywho, we're gonna have that and keep it pushing, ladies and gentlemen. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? What do I wanna do? This is a video that I wanted to play on Monday, but with all the mishaps that were going on Monday, I didn't get a chance to get around to it. But I want y'all to check out what this lady has to say and let me know your thoughts on it, huh? Would you? Listen, look at Peep Ski. She very pretty. Well, Peep Ski, her IG is right there on the video. You know what I'm saying? Your scope is scoping. Her IG is right there on the video. Have at it. Look, Zola said, I'm living my best life. She said, I don't have time worrying about others. I know that's right. She said, It's about to be my birthday. Yeah. You missed it. You know what? I'm pretty sure you'll go back on the replay to find it. I'm pretty sure you'll go back on the replay to find it, peeps. Look. I respect that, Rich Hart. I respect that. I respect that. This next story, right? Ah, Lord have mercy. Could you imagine you with your boo boo bun thing, significant, insignificant other, spouse, side piece, or your family, and you off in that good old hibachi spot? You know what I'm saying? The chef and the clink 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 clink, doing the fire volcano through the onions and throwing chicken and shrimp in your mouth, paws in your mouth, boop, boop, and all the things, and all of a sudden, the world comes crashing down on your ass. All of a sudden, the world comes crashing down on your ass. Literally, that is. You don't know what I'm talking about? Check this out. DC Mumbo Sauce, Frank Murphy. I see you in the building, Uptown, homie. Y'all pay attention, would ya?
This went down. What the fuck? Eat our food. Hey, Arigato, bro. What the fuck? This shit just caved in, bro.
Listen, I smell payday. I smell, pause, lawsuit. Could you imagine you sitting there and clang, diddy, clang, 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 ding, clang, 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 clang. They getting it all together. You on catch? You on catch? And all of a sudden you catching the roof on your damn head. Oh no, baby. Oh no. That's a fact, Villa Dupree. For those that miss anything that's spoken of before now or after now, you can always go back and see the replay. You know what I'm talking about? Look, Connie Baptiste like, money. Excuse me. I smell dollar signs. Listen, lawsuit, they gonna get paid real good. That's a fact of though. Look, Phantom B said, I think I got spinal damage. Matter of fact, my head is spinning. Listen. But could you imagine that, right? Could you imagine that though? You know what I'm saying? You sitting there with your family or your date or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Or you went in there with the homies or your good girlfriends and y'all having a wonderful time. The chef is entertaining, clink, 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 and you just enjoying him preparing the food. Like, nigga, hurry up though. You ain't got to do all that. Okay, it's fun and all that, but okay, you did that 1,000 times. Clickety, clack, clack, click, clank, clank, clank. I'm ready to eat. And you talking, drinking your libations and all that, and all of a sudden, without warning, boom. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? And all that stuff around there. Look, that lady in that was in the black that was at a table over, I'd have fell over too. Like, oh, a kernel of the debris hit me in the back of my head. It hit me in the back of my head. I can't think clearly. What's today's date? Listen. Listen, whatever insurance they got, about to go through the roof. About to go through the roof. I wonder what caused that to happen, though. Is it the heat? Is it the heat that's rising from the hibachi that finally says, you know what I'm saying, enough is enough? I'm wondering what the hell caused it to come down like that. And that lady, poor lady. I know I'm making light of it, but that poor lady, she was like, oh, my neck hurt, my back, my neck hurt, my back. I'm just saying, hey, Charlie Hustle, what am I supposed to do? Look, Sexy Sugar Mama said, what the hell? That's a great payday there. Listen, my neck, my back, you hear me? What city was that? Now, that's the good question. I'm not sure. I didn't get the backstory on it. Connie Baptiste, sorry. Marcus Bond, you sound crazy because I don't participate in those type of conversations because I don't care if you're light skin, brown skin, or dark skin. You my peoples, huh? You peoples, you peoples. I don't look at people of one complexion or the other and feel like they better than me or better than you. Peep Scheme said my name would have been Benny Hunter. You hear me? Hey, nah, yeah, you hear me? She said I'm weak as figure day. Yeah, you got to be mindful. You know what I'm talking about? But you in there. But think about that. You could have been anywhere, right? It didn't have to be the hibachi. You could have been in the waffle shop. You could have been in STK. You could have been in, you know what I'm saying, the IHOP. You could have been in Mickey D's or something, just chilling, minding your business, getting to some food, whether it's good for you or bad for you. You could have been just out chilling. You could be in a movie theater, sitting back with your boo boo bun thing, looking at the movie and no kissing, making out, or whatever you do when the lights go down. You feel me? And all of a sudden the ceiling just come down. Could you imagine that? I think people would be traumatized and definitely wouldn't want to go no excuse me, get tongue twisted. Wouldn't want to go nowhere no more. They'd be like, I'm scared. I'm like, the sky's falling, huh? The sky's falling. I think it might have Precious Now, but I can't remember. I can't remember when I downloaded. I meant to grab the information. Hope she got a good lawyer. If she don't, they're gonna be knocking at her door. That's another thing. What I came to realize back in my times where I was, had court issues and all that, lawyers contact you. You know what I'm saying? They will find your ass. Look, yeah, it seems that we've come across the records to say that you have a case coming up, and we wanted to know if you had proper representation or whatever the case may be. Like if you don't get your bad ass out of the way from me. But yeah, could you imagine that, huh? Could you imagine that you just out chilling, just having a wonderful time, even with your family, your weeples, and I hope it wasn't no kids hurt. I hope when no kids hurt. I hope when no kids under that table. I hope that lady is all right for real. Maybe she putting on. Maybe she not really hurting. She said, "F that. No, this ceiling didn't come down on me. Let me lay down." And, and gets my payday. You feel me? As she should though. As she should. You don't go into no goddamn restaurant feeling like, okay, listen, I want this good eats, but y'all can go ahead and drop the ceiling on me if you feel like it. Nah, it don't go down like that, huh? Peeps King said, them better call Sal. Look, Young Dre said they better call Top Dog Law. Listen. Yeah, it was Arigato. Okay, salute. She about to get paid. It happened on Sunday. Damn it, Jim. Listen, I couldn't fathom it. I'd be pissed off to the highest of festivity, but in the moment, hurt or not, I damn sure would be hurt to the highest of hurt stivity. You know what I'm saying? Marcus 227042. I see you tapping in from the good IG, would you? What's goody like the mob? Come on over to YouTube. For those that are watching from X, formerly known as Twitters, you ain't got to watch in silencio, por favor. You can come over here and be a part of this situation called the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the fun is at. You feel me? And Naya, just so you know, your comments, don't nobody see them but maybe people from over on X. But if you really want to be a part of the full conversation, come on over here to YouTube. That way people can dialogue with you. Because if I don't share your comment, don't nobody else see it. Man, every vein in my body would be hurt. You hear me? Every vein, every muscle, every tissue, every organ. You know what I'm saying? My pinky toe would be having chronic pain. My damn fingers would all be bent up and couldn't get straight. I couldn't think straight. Like, what my name is? What my name is? You have me. Will you? I wouldn't be able to think straight. I'd be like straight to the doctor. Is Princess Naya it's youtube.com/Big Phil Speaks and just click on the live that's going on. youtube.com/Big Phil Speaks. And that's for anybody. That's for anybody that's over on another platform that want to come on over here and holler at your boy. You feel me? and be a part of the conversation. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, cool. That's what's up. Listen, I'm gonna keep it pushing, but listen, hopefully that lady is okay. Hopefully she didn't get no life enduring or life changing injuries or whatever the case may be. Hopefully she just got a wake up call. Boop, boop. Got a little knot or something, and then she gonna get a few big knots in her pocket, okay? And then hopefully her life or what you call it. You know what I'm talking about, Connie Batiste? You feel me? Yay. That part. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing. What do I wanna talk about next? Before I get serious. So serious. Fall in love. So serious. As y'all can see today, I do this though. As you can see, this is episode 331. 331. Can you imagine that? Can you believe we had episode 331 of them things, baby? Things change but remain the same. As you can see, I be putting thought into my thumbnails. You have the scene, you have the track with the yellow canopy tent from the Carmelo Anthony situation. It says you do not belong on that canopy. You got the beach scene that's ongoing with the Nolan Wells situation. You don't belong. You got that gas station convenience store where the young brother lost his life by that that racist owner. It says you do not belong. And you see that crime scene banner, those times have changed. Some things haven't. Be careful. Because guess what? If we ain't watching out for us, who will? You feel me? If we ain't watching out for us, who will? And this is not, I'm not on no propaganda or no agenda against all people of a certain persuasion or nationality, because I believe that there's good people no matter what your skin look like. There's good people and no matter how much money you make. It's good people no matter where you live. It's good people no matter what your sexual preference or orientation is. Huh? I judge people for who they are. I judge people for what they do, how they act towards me and towards others. I'm never one that's this just because you from my race that makes you good people, or just because you from another race that makes you suspect or bad people. I judge people on their merits or whatever the case may be. But what I do seem to see, that now that there's a certain president around, Frumpy Frump, that there's certain people coming out the woodworks like a roach infestation with a lot of old school ways and thought processes and actions or whatever the case may be. And we have to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful of that, because who suffers the most by the bigotry and racism and prejudices of this country? It be us, no matter how light skinned you are to how dark skinned you are. You hear me? So y'all be careful out here, like that crime scene banner says. Be careful, because though things have changed, some things haven't, unfortunately. And it is 2026, and we would have thought we would have left some of the things and issues in the past. We would have thought that we left some of the things and issues that were in the dark passes of yesterday, but still they're here, still they're very prevalent, ever present. But you know what I say, and still I rise through it all, huh? Like a phoenix. You hear me? You bugged out, peep scheme. But listen, me talking about this, speaking about this, leads me to something that I wanted to show y'all on Monday too, when I was talking about the supposed suicidal hangings or whatever the case may be, and people trying to close the door on the investigations and things not lining up. I've heard stories of people's legs being broken, but yet they committed suicide. Like how Sway? You can't walk on your legs. One or two legs is broke. And when I say broke, not like slightly fractured, but like broke. Broke. But you got enough strength and wherewithal to get yourself up and put some around your neck and from various angles, unalive yourself. Make it make sense. But y'all watch this video real quick, and then we're going to push on, huh? This part.
About to give you a list of names of black people that were lynched, and it was deemed a suicide. In February of 2026, just months ahead of the World Cup, Cal Basinga was found hanging from a tree in Marietta, Georgia. Investigators ruled his death a suicide, saying they found no evidence of foul play. But his family has publicly rejected that conclusion. Then 16-year-old Juliana Nazita, who was reported missing before she was found hanging from a tree on church property in Charlotte, North Carolina. Police ruled her death a suicide. Her case sparked outrage because many people questioned how a missing black teenager could end up dead in those circumstances with so many unanswered questions. There's DeMartravion Trey Reed, Denoris Richardson, Tori Medley, Robert Fuller, Malcolm Harsh, Lennon Lacey, Raynard Johnson, Keith Warren, Jermaine Carter, Roy Veal, Otis Bird, and DeAndre Montrell Hopkins. In many of these cases, authorities ruled the deaths suicides, while families, civil rights advocates, and community members said the investigations were incomplete or raised serious unanswered questions. A new report released this year by Julian, Justice for Victims of Lynching, argues that there have been more than 70 suspected modern-day lynchings across 7 southern states between 2000 and 2025. According to the organization, those states are Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, and South Carolina. The report argues that many of these deaths were quickly classified as suicides, which advocates say can prevent homicide investigations from fully developing. Those conclusions are disputed by law enforcement in many of the cases, and the report's findings have not been adopted as official determinations. These families are still searching for answers. They deserve thorough investigations, transparency, and evidence that gives the public confidence in the conclusions. History has taught us why many black Americans view these cases with deep concern, and that's why every one of these deaths deserve to be examined carefully.
Listen, I'll say this. One being reported is too many. One being reported is too many. One not being properly investigated is too many. 70? 70 in the last however many years he said? Way too many. Way too many. There's something going on in the underbelly of this society that we call the United States of America. Whereas the hate that once brewed in America is it's almost like somebody put a bunch of coals, a bunch of wood, a bunch of gasoline and fire starter, liquid fire starter on it. It made the fire just stoke up like a dragon's breath in parts of America. And what's sad is because of the policies of certain politicians and people in certain positions that people feel emboldened to do so. And let it not slip past your thought process that some of these things are probably not done by private citizens, that some of these people probably done some of these things are probably done by certain law enforcement officers in those areas, or whatever the case may be. Y'all remember the old stories of being back in the civil rights days of people getting pulled over by the sheriffs and police department and then coming up missing and or threatened and or beat up and or unalived or whatever the case may be. What's old is new and what's new is old. Just like my banner says, though things have changed, some has remained the same. And I need y'all to think about that. Those that live in these states, as well as those that visit these states or travel through these states, be mindful at all times of the things going on. Know your rights. Know the rights of those states and those states in which you are traveling to or living in or visiting in an extended manner, to know what it is you can and can't do in certain situations or whatever the case may be. There's laws that state, I know in some states, I don't know if it's all states, but there's laws that state that if the police try to pull you over and you're in a dark, secluded area or area where you feel unsafe, that you put your hazard lights on and you keep proceeding to like a public area, a gas station, or whatever the case may be. The only problem is if you on a back road, a back stretch, or isolated stretch of road through the desert, or whatever the case may be, or along some woods, or along some vast grasslands or something, or farms or whatever case, might not be no public areas for some miles. So you have to be mindful. You definitely have to be mindful of what's going on. Make sure your communication line is open. Make sure you have some form of interneting, so that your or cellular service that's at its peak, so that you, as you are traveling or wherever you at, you can at a moment's notice go live, FaceTime, or whatever the case may be with somebody. I would rather say go on live than FaceTime one individual, because if you go on live with it, there's a record beyond the one person that you called. If you go on live, there's other people that can pick up on a screenshot, screen record, can share it, and all the things, so that the people know on the other side, whether they're citizens and or law enforcement, will know that, oh shit, this ain't just gonna happen and won't nobody know. This will be a thing, whereas this is going out to the masses, so that it can't be hidden, it can't be swept under the rug, it can't, and you might sway somebody into doing something, away from doing something to you, because they be like, oh, I don't want my life ruined, because a lot of these people, they operate in anonymity, or in the shadows, or in situations where they feel like there's no way people gonna find out about it, huh? Naya said, I'm back over here. I don't have a YouTube account to comment over there, and I don't have time to create one. I respect that, Naya. I respect it. I respect it. People, when they harvesting people in that company, so they making burgers out of them. Lord. Still talking about them children that went missing in Virginia, Maryland, D.C., other places. Too many. Too many. Too many. And peeps, you're not gonna tell me with the amount of children and the amount of women and the amount of people that are coming up missing, that law enforcement is not involved. Because there's no way you can continuously move all these individuals, and one, there's not a bigger investigation, ongoing investigation, or whatever case it may be. Every now and then they do a task force, and every now and again they do busts and raids, and that's if somebody come up on some information. But with all this technology, with all these drones, with all these cameras, with all these ring cameras, and competitor companies that be on people's doors and on their houses and stuff, and on buildings and on alleyways, and all these things, that you can't follow and track these traffickers and kidnappers and things of that nature. Some people want it to happen. Some people are looking the other way. Some people are being paid off to not say nothing, or get involved with it, or whatever the case may be. But there's no way you can tell me, no way that you can tell me that this shit can't be nipped in the bud, or whatever the case may be, to a certain extent. To a certain extent. No matter your creed or beliefs, get close with the Most High. That's a fact of mundo. It's all good, Naya. The BS behind it all is crime in itself. The forces that be want you to seem so ignorant that us wouldn't see through their madness. That's a fact of mundo. But listen, it was written and it was foretold. I would say that much. It was written and it was foretold. No matter what you believe in spiritually, religiously, it was written and foretold. Days like this, nights like these, situations like these, events like these. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all, you just keep your head on the swivel. I'm not saying none of this for y'all to start living in fear or whatever the case may be. I'm saying this so you be ever vigilant. Do your due diligence, learn some things, the laws, statutes, codes, pay attention to your surroundings. I get it, you want to mind your business and all that, but sometimes in this day and age, minding your business is both a blessing and a curse. In some instances, minding your business makes sense. In other situations, minding your business makes no sense at all. They're not missing those who have taken them or counting on us not seeing through what they're doing. That's a fact. That's a fact. But they are missing, but they've been taken too. Though, sexy sugar mom, I got to reword what you said. They are indeed missing because the families don't know where the hell they at, or their people don't know where they at. But they damn sure have been taken. That's a fact. Media put things in our minds. Yeah, it's a lot of propaganda pushed out there, whatever the case may be. And me and doing what I do, whether it's here on the Good Morning Gang morning show or any other thing, any other form of content that I put on here on these internet streets, or if you catch me in a live or a space, whether it be on my platform, Flip's platform, or somebody else's platform, I always say, no matter what it is I'm saying, check behind me. Check behind me because I'm human. I'm not gonna purposely steer you wrong, but I'm human. I'm flawed, right? So I might not have all the 411, all the information. So check behind me. Do your due diligence. Do your research. That's the goal of it, to do your own research. Find out what you need to find out and make it applicable to you and what you got going on in your areas. We've had a large number of serial killers here in Cleveland. It's been a problem in inner city communities around the country. Wilmington, Delaware is having a problem with it right now as well. Wow. Wow. And even though it's that's been a thing too, Charlie Hustle, now the gentrification is a thing, is on the uprise. Now the gentrification is a thing, it's on the uprise. Sabrina C, good morning to ye. Good morning, good morning. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm gonna say, because it ain't just your circle that may hurt you. It might be those that conspiring or watching you from afar, or just don't like you because of your skin tone, your race, where you live, how much money you got. Because some of the bigotry and racism and the hatred that comes with racism and all those things don't always come about because of the color of your skin, as much as it comes about that they perceive you as having more than them, and they can't despise that. Uh, that's your nationality or the person you are, the race you are. How dare they have a Benz, or how dare they have this car? How dare they look like they got money and I'm up here in a living in a trailer or living in a little raggedy house out on this farm or whatever. Some people got issues with that alone, and that brings about the hatred. Angie, what's goody like the mob? GMG, it's good to see you in the building, huh? Y'all make sure y'all share this situation. I see more people tapping in over on the Good X, formerly known as Twitters. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. Even if I don't rock with you or you don't fully rock with me, you can come over here and be a part of the conversation. I'm not petty like that. You just keep it keep it positive. You hear me? And come on over here, have a good time with the conversation, huh? Listen, Felicia Monet, Truth Gamer, Dog 571, Tyler Quinones, Lulu Jampan, Marcus, y'all come on over here to the good YouTube from off of IG, would you? Because this is where the chat is at. You feel me? Listen, I'm gonna keep it pushing. But speaking of which, um, I posted up a reel yesterday that I put together, or whatever the case may be. The point being, I'm cooking up some things. I got some good content coming for y'all. Got a couple nice interviews coming for y'all. I got a project coming for y'all, music project coming for y'all. I got a lot of things coming on. So I put together this video, and the way AI kind of took the picture and made it what it was, I've had people hit me up, oh, you done lost a lot of weight. I ain't lost the weight like that yet. No, slow down, slow down. But I just got tired of editing because at first they had my head paused, hella big, pause, even though that's what she said, even though that's what she said. But they said my head was hella big. I mean, I said, but my head was hella big on my body. So when I got it to be a equal medium and not look crazy, I said, let me run with it or whatever the case may be. That's why when you see the still shot near the end of it, I look a little thicker, but in the actual part that's brought to video and talking, I look a little slimmer. When I get to the place that I want to be weight wise, I don't want to be quite that small. I still want to be a little brolic or whatever the case may be. But yeah, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, it's on my YouTube, on my IG page, and it's merely titled "Who is he?" You hear me? I'm him, as always. Big Phil speaks.
This is the house that made Big Phil Speaks. Through God's grace, I've made it this far. Now, watch what I got coming next. You feel me?
Big Phil speaks. My name is my name. All rights reserved. Thank you for the gift. All rights reserved in that music. That's Travis Malloy and the Urban Worship Collective. If you have not heard their new project or any of his work for that matter, you need to check that brother out. You'll see some of my reels and posts feature his music. It's his music invokes, how can I say, introspection, retrospection, um, elation, as well as calming of the spirit or whatever the case may be. He does it in a way of fusing gospel, contemporary gospel, R&B, hip hop, and fusing it all together with vocals and harmonies that are out of this world. Travis Malloy, ladies and gentlemen, listen. You can be of any faith that you want. Good music is good music. Music that moves you is music that moves you. And that brother's this whole project that he got, I think it's called Favor. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna look it up just because I don't want to do that man no disservice or whatever the case may be. We gonna get it right. Travis Malloy's. Recent. Hold on. Recent project release. Mind in my body. Favor. It is Favor. The latest project that he put out, he dropped it in March, late March or whatever. It's called Favor. Y'all check that out or whatever the case may be. Phil, do you feel AI is changing people's thought processing? Um, I can't necessarily say that. Is automating some things is making things happen, or you able to create things quicker. But then, yeah, as good as it gets, it can be dangerous. It can definitely be dangerous in some hands. Now that house, y'all see them steps that I was sitting on. That's actually the house I grew up in Uptown DC, 5704 14th Street, Northwest Washington DC. It's no longer that color, but that's the color I remember it being. Green. AI kind of caught it a little bit differently because The dark green is like a forest green, was a forest green, but the light green was definitely that light green. They used to call my house the Leprechaun Mansion or the Sprite Can. You know what I'm saying? I used to get joned on the color. They used to joan on the color of my house or whatever. But that's the house. That's the house that made Big Phil Speaks. You feel me? That's the house. And what's incredible about AI, the good thing, the picture in which I used it from was from a picture of me going up the street across from the house, and I took a snapshot of it. You had trees right there. You had trees and cable and electricity wires going across, you know what I'm saying, to the poles or whatever the case may be. It was able to remove that. It was able to remove the current owner's possessions off of the porch and landings and all that, or whatever the case may be, and to repair the stucco that was messed up or whatever at the time. So it can be a beautiful thing. It could be a beautiful thing. And I got some things coming off of that what you call it that you just saw, whatever the case may be, based on a true story. Everything that I talk about when it comes to my life or whatever is based on a true story. I either did it, done it, was around it, experienced it, saw it, heard it, or somebody close to me was involved, or whatever the case may be. Ain't been too much hearsay about a lot that I talk about. Again, I don't talk about nothing that's going to incriminate nobody or myself, but at the same time, if it's been adjudicated, dealt with, or public knowledge or whatever the case may be, then yeah, I definitely will have at it or whatever. But that's the house in which Big Phil Speaks grew up in. Went from Little Phil to becoming Big Phil before the wait, and that's a quadruple entendre. You hear me? AI is making people lazy to think. I think on the one hand, you right, Phantom Beast, but I think on the other hand, not so much, especially if you're the one creating, because you got to think about what it is you want to put in there to for it to do. You know what I'm saying? But you all right. It has its pros and it definitely has its cons. It has its pros, but it definitely has its cons or whatever the case may be. My mind, my body. Thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate that. My back. Speaking of all the singing, do y'all feel like R&B? Do y'all feel like R&B needs in 2026? Do you feel like R&B needs more soul feeling and more real singing? When I say real singing, I mean that good singing. Do y'all feel like R&B needs more soul feeling and more real singing? Now, while you ponder that, here is a short that I put up on YouTube. Here's a short that I put up on YouTube. Y'all check this out real quick, huh? Does R&B need more in 2026?
That talk singing R&B bullshit needs to go the fuck away. Retire that shit. Bring back the real vocals.
Figured out, y'all. Figured out the problem with today's R&B. The boys are no longer giving us low and sultry intros in any
The problem with modern R&B is y'all don't put the aura and the B in there.
The reason why
Y'all
R&B don't
don't
hit the same no more is because y'all made simping
that
unpopular. And another because
Man, what happened to R&B music? What happened to R&B music? I'm gonna tell you what happened to R&B music. Just stop singing to the women and start singing to the about the women.
The new R&B albums that have been coming out have been like complete trash because I feel like there's so much.
Those R&B nights do not be for real R&B heads. Those R&B nights are for people that like to listen to the same top 20 R&B songs, and that's it. Like, it is 2026.
My name is my name.
Listen, if y'all want to watch the full video, it's about 6 minutes and some change, almost 7 minutes long. Make sure you head on over to YouTube you all on YouTube. When this is over, go to my channel and watch the video that I put up, which is under the same title of does R&B need more soul feeling and more real singing, or whatever the case may be. Again, the short that you just saw are snippets that come from out of that video, whatever the case may be. Y'all check it out, show some love and some support for it if you would. You feel me? Des and D, super. What's up? A part of that HR team is in the building. Zola said, I agree. R&B is not the same. I do too. I love some of the new flavors that are coming out because I believe that it's starting to make a turn. It's starting to make a turn, and some people are starting to put a little bit more feeling and soul to their songs. Like a lot of the new stuff, sounds good. A lot of it sounds good sonically, but it's really not as much passion or heart to it. It's a lot more automation or whatever the case may be, processing and over processing of voices, etc. But song content, what they're singing about, what they're actually saying, the fact that they're not really feeling what they're singing as they're singing, you can hear it. You could tell the difference between somebody singing and who is gifted, talented, and anointing in their singing, and somebody that actually is feeling with passion what they're singing. Shout out to Troy Taylor. Shout out to Troy Taylor because when he coaches and or produces people, he makes them bring out feeling. He makes them bring out intensity. He makes them not just perform or sing performatively, but to bring it out. Travis Malloy is another one who pushes people to bring more feeling and passion into how they're singing, what they're singing. It's one thing, like I said, to have a gift for talent or anointing. A lot of people have gifts and talents, and some are even anointed. But to show it and actually bring yourself to a point of knowing or unknowing vulnerability in your feeling in the midst of hearing the words that you're singing and or singing it. It's a big difference in that. Connie Baptiste said we need our Schmelly back. No we don't. Connie Baptiste, respectfully, no we don't. No we don't. We need that '90s feeling back. Yeah, I think slowly after the '90s, maybe 2000s, early 2000s, that's when it kind of a little bit, right? But '90s, '80s, '70s, '60s, you had a lot of groups and artists from R&B and other genres had a lot more feeling and passion in what it was they were singing or whatever the case may be. Hell, it'd be a lot more feeling and passion in some of even the most BS hip hop and rap songs that y'all hear, trap songs and drill songs that y'all hear than R&B sometimes. And I love music. I love good music. I love good singing. I love good harmonies. I love good vocals. If y'all can tell by some of the things I post on my IG or whatever, you can tell I got a love and passion for music beyond even playing around, not playing around with it, but doing my little ones and twos or whatever the case may be. Beyond that, the lyrics are horrible nowadays. That's a fact. There's no love in the lyrics, just sex. That's it. That's it. And to me, some R&B artists for some years started taking a page out of the book of rappers. When rappers started doing a lot of the mumble stuff and some of the stuff that's being done today, where it's either so simplistic or elementary in what they're saying and how they're saying it, as opposed to putting some dialogue, some thought processes, some vocabulary into what it is they do, and wordplay or whatever the case may be. I think a lot of R&B artists kind of took a page out of their book with simplicity and or uh, the thought process of they attracting people with this mess. Man, I ain't got to do all that I used to do or wanted to do. I could do this and still come out on top or whatever the case may be. And then you got some executives and stuff that promote the bullshittery. As long as it sounds sonically okay or good or sounds like a bop, then let run with it. Feel you any man, he should bring it back. Both of you can sing. Listen, shout out to Manny, brother E. Yeah, I think he should be ever present with his music too. Me, I'm at a place and space that I do it. I do it because I love to do it or I like to do it, both the rapping and singing or whatever the case may be. And even the projects that I'm gonna be putting out, it ain't because I'm trying to get famous or go on no world tour, me, my hop and my man, or that I think I'm trying to all of a sudden live out this life that I should have had years ago. No, I'm doing it because I can, which is going to be the title of one of my projects, Because I Can, or whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to get in nobody else's way that's actually pursuing their full on careers with this, or whatever the case may be. But I do it, one, because you hear older folks need to sit their ass down. They shouldn't be rapping or singing or da da da, all the things or whatever. And I'm like, hold up. Even at my age, I rap better than a lot of these bammers or whatever the case may be, old or young. However, I be chilling. I'm still knocking the pause. I'm still knocking the dust off. I ain't even showing y'all my best work yet. But we gonna have at it. You hear me? Look at Connie back there. Free R. Kelly. Free his mental from the mindset that got him locked up. How about that? Free his mental from the mindset in which got him locked up. If I could sing, I would be singing all day. And there's, I kind of do in certain ways. I kind of do. Like when y'all hear me on Spaces and Lives and I be making noise, whether I'm purposely trying to sound good or if I'm just BSing or whatever the case may be, I always got a song on my heart and my mind, because for me it's also therapeutic. I like to sing, or you know what I'm saying. Uh, Certain parts of songs get stuck in my head. I be telling people that's my Tourette's. When the songs get stuck in my head, I'll keep saying certain little parts of it or whatever the case may be. It don't matter if I'm happy, sad, mad, introspective, need to think about something, need to find a solution to something. There's always a song that comes about, whether I'm in love or pissed because I'm getting out of love or what I thought was love. It's always a song on my mind, whether I'm trying to build something, come up with new content, or, or just come out from under. There's a song, you know what I'm saying? And I implore people to have a song or a group of songs that you go to carry you through something, not only just bad or sad, but also the good moments too. I implore you to, you know what I'm saying? Have your own mental playlist of certain songs, whether it's the full song or certain parts of the song that resonate. You hear me? But yeah, Dad said if I could sing, I'd sing all dizzy. That part, huh? Food on my table, on my back, yeah, baby, baby, yeah. Listen, where was I at? Yeah. Do 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 do. Mm. I got a question for you all that I want to ask y'all, or whatever the case may be. And I want y'all to be honest, right? Over here at GMG, we have a certain measure of honesty. Some of y'all be hiding from yourselves in the truth. But we have a certain measure of honesty, huh? This one has been answered kind of by way of the video I just played, or whatever the case may be. Let me ask you this, right? And I'm staying in line with what we were just talking about. Are lyrics more important to you than vocal ability, or do they share a common ground? Do lyrics do lyrics matter more than vocal ability, or do they share common ground? Phil be singing all the time because of that DMB full of buns. Ladies, yeah, all right. There's my DMs be drier than all get out, because I don't be entertaining and such. I be chilling. Listen, I be chilling. Daz, you tried it. Cousin Mimi, Rain MC, Melvin MOT, DJ Red, Black Money Gill. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube. Angie said common ground, little of both. I respect that. Even kill, I get it. Common ground like grass and soil. Oh, I like that. Common ground like grass and soil. I might have to use that, Phantom Beast. I like that. Nah, no, I'm not Peep Scheme. I might got a scope, but the gun is put up. You know what I'm talking about? Zolan said both. Y'all be trying to put me with everybody, but I be with nobody, chilling, huh? Staying out of the way, preserving my peace, my passion, and my purpose. You hear me? I don't know why you just noticed that. That was in place a long time ago, Peep Skin. That was around a long time ago. But that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. My mind and my body, my soul and my yeah. Common ground, common ground. Skibby doo doo doo. My next question is what's the one song that instantly takes you back to a specific moment in life? What's the one song that takes you back to a specific moment in life? I have a few myself. Sexy Sugar Mama said both. Angie said, remember that song, It Goes Down in the DMs? Well, for y'all, it goes down in the DMs. For me, it don't, because I don't be, listen, listen. Okay, let me break this down while y'all answering that last question. I with everything that's gone on that I've been through with a certain individual and other things or whatever the case may be, I don't. I reserve my. I just. I reserve myself because I don't want no problems, no issues, no narratives, no. Because some people might be genuine in what it is they want, or professing or whatever the case may be. But then some people are clout chasing. Some people want to get involved with the flip the network. Some people want pub and shine. Some people's intentions ain't right. Some people want what they perceive me to have in my pocket or whatever the case may be. Some want what they perceive I got in my pants. Other things, right? So a lot of things I don't pay attention to, or I dismiss respectfully or whatever the case may be, because you just don't know where people are coming from, especially with it being online and virtually and all these things or whatever the case may be. Now, y'all know I'm not one that's scared to fly out or whatever the case may be, or fly somebody in. I'm not scared to do all that or whatever the case may be, because love may exist where it exists or whatever the case may be. And it might be walking around up and down your block or in your city, or it could be somewhere else, the person you meant to be with, right? But I steer clear of a lot of the smoking mirrors and smoking the mist. I stay out of it. You hear me? Because in that mist, like the movie, is a lot going on inside that mist, and I don't want no problems. And then again, also, who knows? The person that I want to be with, trying to be with, or who may come along, who might be the right one for me, they may feel like, oh, he's a player, or whatever the case may be, and then he's in everybody's DMs and all that. And I don't want that to be a thing, because I might miss out on my blessing. I might miss out on the one meant for me. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to understand, listen, it sounds so cliche and funny when I say I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. And, what's meant to be will be. What won't. You feel me? Zolan said, I have a few as well. Different songs brings back childhood. Some bring back great memories of love, and others bring back memories. That's a fact of Mundo. That's a fact of Mundo. Because some songs remind me of when I when I was outside. Some remind me of when I was with this person or that person. Some remind me of when I was in adversity. Some remind me when I was out California in different ways of capacity. Some remind me of the network, flip the network. Some remind me of my ex marriages. Some remind me of my children. You get what I'm saying? Some remind me of my mother and other family members. That's a fact. Why you just can't say, yeah, I'm talking to somebody, we don't have to know who she is? Because again, Des, once it's solidified, once everything is solidified, then I'm gonna definitely say, yeah, I'm off the market. I definitely will. Phil, you have to let me be your wedding singer at your wedding. And Des, no matter what I say, to be honest, no matter what I say, admitting, denying, or in between with the puzzles and riddles or whatever, people gonna think what they think. People gonna think what they think, and sometimes what I've come to realize is when you in a relationship, situationship, marriage, or whatever the case may be, the attentions magnify from a lot of people. It happens with men for women and with women for men. When you're in a relationship, people like, oh, he ain't married yet. Oh, or they might not like the person he with. Like, I don't care. Or they just might want something out of you regardless. Or they might not want all of your time, just enough. And even more so if you married, there's a certain segment of like I don't want a full commitment anyway. I just want the time that I want and or money and gifts and or the ding ding when I want it or when I can get it and I can go about my business or whatever the case may be. So it's 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 like K Mo was goody like the mob. Crochet Love by D. Come on over to the good YouTube. Why don't you, huh? So understand, I understand, and I hear you, Des. I hear you. But once I'm fully in a committed relationship, I will definitely put it out there whenever that may be, whether it's a day from now, a month from now, a year from now, about 5 years from now. Facts feel because you're off the market, they become more interested for some reason. That's a fact. And sexy sugar mama, that's a real thing. Some people like, nah, you bugging, you bugging. No, that's a real thing. Shit intensifies. And now, mind you, I don't consider myself no celebrity or whatever the case may be. A couple people uh, are supporters, and a couple people like me a little bit, or some people like what I do, content. Some people pay attention, or whatever the case may be. But I'm no way in shape or form like a lot of these other individuals that y'all consider as influencers on the level of them. Let me say that influencers or celebrities or whatever the case may be. So whatever that comes my way is minuscule compared to what comes their way. So just imagine, and think about it. Some of the most famous individuals that have been successful in their relationships for the longest kept either the identity or their significant other or spouse secret. Not secret in the fact that they're being married or not being married, but out of the limelight to not bring along the hatred, the trolls and the bullshiggery of people in their mischievousness or their evil and heinousness in targeting the spouse or bringing information, even if it be true information or false, into their situation or whatever the case may be. K Mo, what's goody like the mob? Phil, when do you see when you tell us you seeing someone, you going to have a lot of these ladies angry? I don't know what you talking about, Des. I don't know what you talking about. Yeah, K-Mo, Dez is definitely at it again. And Dez, you keep saying all these ladies or a lot of these ladies. There is no a lot of these ladies. A lot of these ladies that being alive be married or in committed situations, huh? So what are you talking? What are you talking? I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. But that one situation, like I said, I learned a lot from that, good, bad, and in or indifferent. I learned a lot about it, about myself, about other individuals, not just the person that I was in whatever with, but people around the situation. I learned a lot about people, and I was just like, ugh. It's always been that way though. People like the intrigue, the mystery, or being able to sneak around. I'm a woman of a certain age, and it's been that way since I can remember. That's a fact. Are you older than me or younger than me, sexy sugar mama? Respectfully, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But are you older than me or younger than me or about the same age? Because indeed, it's been that way ever since I can remember, or really you know, had thoughts on what what things was and what was going on in the world. So, starting out kind of young, I remember seeing certain things and whatnot. She said older. Okay, okay, respectfully, respectfully. Shoes on my table. I'm replenishing my cup with water. Do 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 wee. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on, y'all. There's a situation that I'm watching, ladies and gentlemen. There's a situation that I'm watching soon. Soon, they will be announcing the results of the autopsy in the Nolan Wells situation. Soon, they will be announcing the autopsy in the Nolan Wells situation. So when I leave off of here, I'm definitely running over to check that out or whatever the case may be. You can't be singing to us this early in the morning. You must be further behind. You must be further behind, K-Mo. You gotta fast forward or whatever. I be making my noises though. I be making my noises. And that's another thing. That's another thing. Whoever gets with me got to put up with my singing Tourette's. Whoever whoever gets with me, get married to me or whatever the case may be, and all dating and all those things, got to get used to me and my singing, because I will bust out in the moment. Even when I'm not trying to sound good, a song will be on my heart, and I'll just sing. I won't sit there and sing the whole song, but I'll sing a little snippet, whether it's the hook or certain bars or lines from the song or whatever. And we'll do it repetitively. We'll do it. We'll throughout the day. See, if the song is stuck in my head or whatever the case may be, you might hear it in the morning, you might hear it around noon, you might hear it at night. So whomever, you gotta be a special lady and a very exciting girl to put up with my you feel me? You got to be different to put up with Big Phil or whatever the case may be. But I promise you, it ain't it ain't all bad. It ain't all bad. Food on my table. Mm-mm-hmm. Shows and Mabel. She all right now. Yes, indeed. Listen. Now I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if y'all have heard or whatever the case may be, but there's some footage going around where allegedly, somebody shot at Charleston White. Somebody shot at Charleston White. He's alleging that it was people out of Jay Prince's camp, the Mob Ties camp, that Rap-A-Lot camp. He was in Houston, Texas. And allegedly somebody pulled up on him and let him know that he needed to be apologizing publicly to Jay Prince or whatever the case may be. Allegedly, I don't know. I wasn't there. Lady Hustler, come on over to the good YouTube. I don't know how true it is or not, but what I do know is Charleston White being him is different. I'm gonna show y'all the footage of what they saying. Well, not what they saying. What actually happened. You can hear. You can't really see who did what or whatever the case may be. However, he was speaking at an event in Houston, Texas, and allegedly, and I'm gonna go to the video of his own words after that, so you can see what it is that he thinks happened or whatever the case may be. And he being all kinds of federal with it too. All kinds of federal.
I think we're being swatted, chat.
Hey. Somebody called the squad on us.
That's the wrong video.
Is it working?
Playing that next. I mean, after the Charleston White thing. Oh, damn it. Hold on one second, y'all. That was embarrassing. Embarrassing. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I thought I had changed that or do 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 do. I know I uploaded it. Let me see. Hold up. Oh no. I guess I didn't upload it. I apologize about that. So I'm gonna go straight to what Charleston White says took place in his situation. Let me load that up real quick and I got you. I apologize about that. I don't like pump faking or making people feel as though the gentleman. My mind and my body show on my back, food on my table. Here we go.
Say these bitch ass niggas in Houston. I'm still in Houston, hoe ass niggas. Let me tell you niggas something. You bitch ass niggas in Fifth Ward saying I didn't come by myself. I came with a bulldigger, nigga, a lesbian. Hellcat. I came by myself because it was Dr. Candace Matthews' birthday. Listen, say my nigga, let me tell you niggas something. I got a secret recording that I'm sending to the FBI. I got names of the shooter. Not only that, I done sent it to Say TV. I done sent it to DJ Academics. I done sent it to Aiden Ross. Jay Prince is busted, nigga. Me and you niggas trying to act like I didn't show up by myself, no police in sight. You mean to tell me niggas shot at me and the police on every corner? Stop lying, bitch ass niggas. I'm still in the age too, nigga. I'm gonna be out and about tonight, nigga. I'm still in the age, nigga. Showing this town, nigga. I done been to L.A. I done been to Chicago. I done been to Houston. I done been everywhere where I done said fuck something and fuck somebody, nigga. I'm a god to you niggas, nigga. For real though. I'm a real life prophet and I walk amongst the people where the people can touch me, nigga. I was there 3-4 hours. It ain't nothing but a misdemeanor assault to punch at me. To hit me in the head. To sock me in the mouth. It ain't nothing but a misdemeanor assault. It's a misdemeanor assault, nigga, to sock me up. You niggas scared of a misdemeanor? Mob ties. Mob ties acting like I didn't come to Fifth Ward today by myself. Me and a lesbian, a bulldyke, a Hellcat, me and my nigga Hellcat, pulled up at the Nickel. I didn't know Jay Prince owned the Nickel, my nigga. I swear to God, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have went had I known that. But I went into the Lion's Den, nigga, and came out untouched. I don't give a fuck which one of you niggas mad at me, nigga. I showed up in y'all town knowing the dangers. I showed up in your hood knowing the dangers. But I can't wait. In the morning, I will release the details of the shooter, the name of the nigga who was Jay Prince's right-hand man that came and talked to me. It's some niggas in Fifth Ward who don't like James Prince that came and gave up all the information on you, James. I've already sent it over to the FBI, James.
I wish I had uploaded a video or whatever the case may be, because it showed him pulling off from in front of the event that he spoke at, and he was talking crap out the window of the car, and he got maybe halfway down the block, and you hear a couple pow pow, whatever the case may be. These are people like him are like some of the worst individuals because they talk so much mess, but then they run to law enforcement is just like that. They talk big cash trash and bullshittery, but then they run to the local law enforcement, state law enforcement, or the feds, and what you call it. That's a fact. How old do you have to be to outgrow this behavior? That's a fact. Charlie also said, "Dude is a nut. Jay Prince worth 100 million. He ain't thinking about Jay Prince." I beg to differ because he spoke about the Bama before Charlie Hustle, but he playing in the wrong field. He playing with the wrong individuals. Just because Charleston White is more from the Dallas area or whatever, Fort Worth surrounding areas or whatever the case may be, he playing over there in Jay Prince's backyard. He trifling with fire. And I know what he doing. He know what because allegedly, somebody out of Jay Prince's camp rolled up on him and was trying to basically push up on him, say you need to make a public apology, Slim, or things could go another way or whatever, right? Now I don't know about this other stuff about somebody giving all Jay Prince's 411. That ain't my business anyway. However, because he allegedly turned down doing so, that's what led to the shots happening when he left or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But what I do know is you got to stop poking the bear. You got to stop prodding the beast. Because when they wake up or get up off of where they resting at and chilling, it's going to be a problem whether you know it's them or not. That's like the Mo 3 and Yellow Beezy situation with the Mo 3 trial, the unaliving the Mo 3 case coming up next month. It's certain people covering it that are straddling the fence and playing with a fire with people that's outside. That people that have been doing reckless things all along who might feel like they ain't got nothing else to lose. So dealing with you is minuscule compared to what I'm facing or what I could be facing, or who it is I rock with and who you playing with or messing with. Some people are very cold-hearted and calculated, and some people don't think and they rap too tight. Just like Charleston White, he's smart, but he ain't rap too tight because what the hell is it you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to get people locked up and indicted? Are you trying to put people in situations? Are you just, or are you that prideful or think that you that big and bad or got that much notoriety that people won't mess with you just because you mentioned going to the feds or just because you mentioned going to law enforcement? Some people don't give a damn about none of that. They're going to be like, oh yeah, go ahead, you do that. That ain't going to stop, you know what I mean, from getting on your head, pause, no diddy. Be very mindful, ladies and gentlemen, be very mindful. The video footage that I almost saw, that I put up, that I didn't mean to put up, and I'm moving past the Charleston White situation because it is what it is, was of Blueface out California. Somebody from his live stream. These haters and trolls are different. Thus, there's another reason why I'm a be secretive. Because some of these evil Bammers, and you don't have to be on one platform or another. To what I've learned is it comes along with the territory of streaming, podcasting, and doing things on these internet streets. It's just gonna be some that either just gonna despise you for how you look, or some people that's bored and just want to have some extra fun, or some people that is just miserable and wicked and just Not gonna lie, he lasts a long time, all the stuff he be talking. That's a fact. I think because some people are afraid to get at him, no, Dad. Some people are afraid to get at Charleston White because of his propensity to either be surrounded by law enforcement and or got some on speed dial. Jay Prince and Jay-Z have been the talk talk about like the boogeyman for so long now, it's just popular to say everything that happens is either mob ties or Rock Nation is crazy. I get it. Thank you, Dez. I appreciate it. My sons used to have problems with their girlfriend when they would come, when they would be walking around me. It was too funny when they told them I was their mom. Still happens. Social media is the devil's playground. Unfortunately, yeah, it could be a blessing or it could be a curse or whatever the case may be. And this next footage, shout out to Blueface in the way he handled this situation. He was very calm, cool, and collected in how he handled it. But he was swatted, meaning the police was called to his home and threats of something that was going on. And he looked like he's in a nice, quiet neighborhood and the whole 9 yards. And they got police on this side of his house, that side of the house, in their cars, behind their cars, or whatever the case may be, asking them to come out. Y'all check this out. It's a damn shame. 2026. Y'all haters and trolls need to stop the bullshit.
I think we're being swatted, chat.
Hey. Somebody called the squad on us.
Hold on. Is it working? Yeah.
Hi, Sheriff's Department. Put your hands up for me. Turn around and start walking back towards the sound of my voice over here for me.
They called the squad on us.
Huh?
His fucking chat. Mhm.
The police officer out there. Mom, look, the police officer out there.
Keep walking back to the sound of my voice. Keep walking back to the sound of my voice. Keep walking back. Back. Stop. Stop.
What? I don't know.
Feet are hot.
Stay calm.
My feet are hot. God damn.
Come here.
My name's Jonathan. Can you tell me what this is about? Oh, they swatted us.
Huh?
They swatted us. Oh, my feet are hot.
Hey, how many people inside?
Just a kid.
People.
Listen, it's a shame, right? And I get it. Blueface come from a certain lifestyle or whatever the case may be. And some people from other places and other sides of the situation might be hating. He get him some nice notable buns or whatever, some boot things or whatever too. Some people might be hating on that. Some people might be hating on his pride and or confidence, maybe a little conceitedness, maybe. They hate on that. Some people might be even hating that he getting a certain numbers in his viewership on his live or his kick or whatever the case may be. He got to deal with that. It's an unfortunate thing when people, and there's a lot of unwrapped, weird, wicked individuals out here on these internet streets that do a lot of unheard things for what? For kicks and giggles, for shits and giggles, or whatever the case may be, or worse, or worse. Some people get way too vested in your situations and what's going on and the things that take place. Some people get way too vested. I noticed it in the situation that I had, old girl or whatever the case may be in the past. I noticed it before that. I noticed it after that. And because I never really paid too much attention to that before, right? But all of a sudden, you get to see people doing real weird things and caring too much about the wrong things. Caring too much. And some people just being ugly and mean and spiteful for the littlest to no reason. Or they will use you going through it with somebody as a catalyst. Oh, now's my time. Now I've been waiting to do something to this nigga. And they act up and act out. It's a damn shame. Damn shame. That's one of the reasons why I move the way I move. That's the reason why I talk the way I talk. That's the reason why I'm very evasive at times about a lot of things, not just about whether I'm in a relationship or not. Even though I'm not lying, I'm not in a relationship. I'm not committed to nobody or whatever the case may be. So I'm not lying about it. However, people believe or disbelieve. People like or dislike. People hate or they love. You know what I'm talking about? People need to pay more attention to things going on in their home and family unless there's just cause for concern. That's a fact. That's a fact, sexy sugar mama. That's a fact. Facts. Put that energy into yourself instead of trying to hurt others. That's a fact. And listen, I don't have no delusions of grandeur thinking I'm bigger than anybody else or I've arrived or whatever the case may be. I'm just a small fish left in the world dish of reality of how things are. And I just see things it's sad. It's sad. It's sad because you like, damn, what I do to you that you wake up in the morning with me on your brain to want to dox me or want to, smear me or want to lie on me or just cause dissension, disruption, or to try to break up a relationship, or to try to break up a friendship, or to cause fights, fisticuffs, or worse. You got to be a special kind of demented individual to want to do that repetitively in the like or whatever the case may be. But guess what? It don't matter one way or the other, and still I rise, ladies and gentlemen, and still I rise. No matter what's done, no matter what's not done, no matter who's interested, no matter who's not interested, no matter who's around, no matter who's not around. And still I rise because one thing for sure about seven of them things for certain. What God got for me is for me, just like what God got for you is for you. And can't no man, woman, child, dog, cat, situation, or nothing else change that. The only person that can change that is me. The only person that can block my blessings are me. The only people that can bring about retribution on myself is me. Whether it be me putting myself in situations or in places, whether it be me dealing with individuals or not, whether it be me doing or saying certain things or not. I don't want that to go over y'all head. Some people are just miserable. That's a fact. Don't, just to push back a little, don't a person have to check that box when they put content out for the masses? Do you mean as far as that you sign up for it? And what I'm learning, Frank Murphy, yes. It's part of a double-edged sword. I get what you're saying. The attention, yeah, you sign up for it. Naysayers, haters, and all that, you sign up for it. But this new wave of really hating on people beyond hate, that's something different. But yeah, you sign up for it. You do. Unfortunately, you're right. You sign up for it. That is a fact. The fact that I do my little old podcast here, the fact that I am a part of Flip the Network, the fact that I've been a part of TKBS Nation, the fact that I do these different things in places and spaces ain't gonna sit right with everybody. Everybody's gonna feel a certain way. K1 said, I know I live rent free in some people's heads, but they not on my agenda. That part. That part. I'm just getting to a place and space of not responding or responding lightheartedly and not letting it get me out of my comfort zone or out of my positive space or whatever the case mentally or whatever, because I'm human or whatever the case may be. But yeah, we are in a day and time where a lot of people are unraveled, unhinged, wicked, off the hook, silly, stupid, you name it, as well as positive. It's a lot of positive aspects in people as well too. But in this day and age, things get a little bit different. Feel that situation you was in was really not your fault. That person had one foot in the door, one foot out the door, and then the internet had a lot to do with it. True, Dez, true. That's true. You right about that. You right about that. You right about that. But I learned more. I paid attention to more when it came to how people operated on these internet streets. I did So I'm really, to be honest, Des, I'm thankful for that situation because it made me open my eyes and wipe the sleep out of my eyes and pay attention to more stuff. Because coming from the streets, you used to things being this way, that way, and people doing this, that, and the third. But on the internet, you like, okay, they don't know me. They not. You don't expect as much, but to realize it's even more exacerbated, it's even more magnified and multiplied on these internet streets. It's like, hold up, damn it. Phil, as a songwriter, do you get negative feedback for writing about your love experiences? Not so much, Kmo, as much as you got some people that hate, or some people think I can't rap or sing or any of the things or whatever case may be. Because like I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea or whatever. But generally, I get good feedback on my writing capabilities. Zona, these internet streets are dangerous. That part right there. But listen, y'all, listen. I'm about to tap out. I'm going over here to Benjamin Crump and them, Attorney Crumps and them live feed. Hopefully, it's still going on to find out what's what. Hopefully, the the news conference is still going on. If it's not, I'll go back and watch the replay of it to find out what's going on with this Nolan Wells situation and this damn autopsy, or whatever the case may be. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, GMGers and GMGS, y'all know what I like to say. In light of everything that I've presented and talked about and all the things, no matter what you're going through, what you don't have or what you do have, who you got or who you don't got, smile, because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. More importantly, love on somebody on purpose, with purpose. And last but not least, I'm not anti you, but I am pro me, with the emphasis on building we. Let that marinate in your melon to the next time we can chop it up and have a tay-to-tay. Until that day, baby, I holla. You feel me?
We're one big happy family. We're GMG. One big happy family. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you come back again. Tell a friend, tell a friend. It's GMG and Big Phil speech.
Y'all be great out here. Make the day a great one. And while you at it, plan, plot, and strategize that if you're so blessed to see tomorrow, that you make it even better day than today. That part. You feel me? Thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Oh, you came in the door late, huh? I holla.